I see videos on proposal generators, on how to build an AI automation, or this AI agent or something that as a freelancer, especially someone working outside Upwork, or you want to get paid outside Upwork, and I feel like it's missing a couple of things, so that is why I'm working on this. This video is meant to break down a couple of extra things, and one thing also is that you're going to have to build this yourself. Yes, you heard me, you're going to have to build this yourself. And after you build this yourself, I would go over every single thing, and I'm going to not rate you, but like I'm going to make a few corrections, point some things out, and it's going to be fun. I believe it's going to be fun, since I'm going to address every single thing. I'm going to go through every single step you did there, and yeah, once again, this should be fun. So we built something yesterday, and if it's not just one person, if you're not the only one submitting this, I am going to also make a video separately to go over it as well. The same thing I'm going to also do for this one you are going to build. I'm going to go over it, and I'm going to point out a couple of things there too, and if there's any adjustment, I'll just let you know where exactly to make this adjustment. And we could even think of some cool and awesome ideas together as well. I mean, we could do it. So I know you guys might be surprised, but yeah, I am wearing glasses now. So this is not my first time wearing glasses. I stopped, but now my eye has gotten bad, and I just needed to get this. And what even reminded me was that I spoke to Thomas. Thomas is a creator I respect a lot in AI. If I would say there are some gurus, yeah, I do consider him a guru because he has built a lot. And yeah, so I spoke to him. I mean, it was just through one of his comments, and he replied as well. He also wears glasses like this, and we just spoke a bit, and from that point I knew I needed to go to the clinic at one point. So yeah, so if you are someone that has probably bad eyesight or anything, you really need to wear glasses. I mean, everywhere is clear. What do you say? Like, you guys are not seeing the way I'm seeing things right now. So today is just to go over every single thing and show you what you're going to build. This is a proposal generator, and it has about 8 modules. So, and the idea behind this is that we want to build something that could help you from the email, of not just from the email, but each lead that you get in, this is going to search for them online, or what I mean is that it's going to search for them using a specific service, which is hunter.io. We already used that yesterday. It's going to get their company data, and it is going to use this to update a couple of things, and that also includes the payment. So since this is a proposal generator, we want to ensure that whatever we're building is perfect in the sense that it's going to fill in every single detail. An example right from your Notion, and every single detail you have is going to get the detail of their company data, and it's going to fill in the proposal, probably like a PDF or something like that. It's going to fill it in, and it's going to add every single detail that you want all by itself. Well, we are going to use AI as well to support us in this, and this AI obviously should have a system instruction about what you do, the services you render. So it needs to be specific. You cannot build this proposal generator, and even generally, I would not advise anyone that offers services to not know exactly what you are offering, right? I mean, if you are into lead generation, you need to know you're in lead generation. If you are into just building AI, productivity, automations, you need to just focus on that. If you're into a specific niche, you also need to focus on that as well. And if you can build a CRM with different status that could label who that client is or who that lead is, that lead becoming a client, who that lead is, and having a separate automation run at the back end, which means anytime you select a particular status, it is going to automatically run that, and it's going to give you, a full proposal on itself. So I'm putting this out intentionally for you to build, because I want to see what and how far you can build this on your own without me making a video. I would have decided to make a video on this if I thought that, okay, the main thing is just to, make videos every day, teach you, let you see. But I'll be very honest, you are not going to get this if you don't start building yourself. One thing I noticed when I was building was that when I started building something for myself, personally for myself, that was when it was fun. And I saw the need to build, right? It was for myself, right? This was probably the most fun time. Building for yourself is probably the most fun time because you own your business. You know what you expect. If you're someone that you're already getting leads, you're already working for a couple of clients, you can predict each step in your pipeline, and from there on, you can build an automation for it. And trust me, it's fun. That's what I've noticed, even more than building for others. Yes, it is fun because you know what ROI you get from that. You know the results you're going to get from that right after building something that you're going to use it for a couple of months to probably years as well. So yeah, this is probably the parts we're going to work on. When it comes to something else that is new, I would obviously show you guys, but this is not new. This is something that we've worked with these modules a lot. So I really need you to, step up your game right now and build on this. All these things are familiar. Notion, Gmail. This is to create a proposal page. It's very easy. If you go to Notion, for example, now, let's use this page real quick. Okay, you know what? Let me just add it here. If you go to Notion, if we are meant to create a new page and you go to Notion, let's use a slash, then we pick a page, right? Let's just, a new page. When you create a new page every single time, this is the fun thing. At the end of the day, okay, you know what? I could just go back. At the end of the day, you could use this. Let's drag this out and easily export this. When you want to export it, you can, as PDF, as anything. You could have it easily. Export this as a PDF, send it to any client. Like after you've built the automation, everything that's run by itself, you'll be able to export this, send this to a client without even doing this. The process I explained here is not even meant to do this manually by yourself. Why? Is because once you do this, you could easily create the proposal page on Notion, right? And the link, you can add it somewhere here. So this person is going to go into the page using a link rather than having to check through a PDF, having to download and all these things. You can attach the link to your Gmail. If this is someone that in the first place you have spoken to on Gmail or your email, anyone you use at all, even if you add a link, Google is not going to, suddenly, throw you to their spam or anything, because one thing, you guys are already having a communication, right? So you are not spam. You're not someone sending this for the first time, So this is, going to actually be one of the best ways you can send a proposal onto someone via link rather than even a PDF. So this is a complete 8-module scenario that you can build, and I'm looking forward to see what you build. At the end of the day, I'm going to have to check this, and if needed, I might even have to build it up. But that's right after you've built your own, and I've seen what you've done as well. So yeah, that's what I want to do now. I believe this is going to help. This is going to help you not depend on having to just watch videos, because at the end of the day, there's just so much a video can do, more like to add more knowledge, right? You need to practice. You need to do the thing for it to stay stuck in your head. That was what I did. I at one point I was watching a lot of videos on AI automations and all these things, and eventually I discovered, after watching a particular video about 2 hours course, I remember I wanted to start building, and at the end of the day, I couldn't start. I couldn't start because at that point I was, the feeling where you start thinking you don't know the first step, you don't know the first thing to do. Yes, that is general. That is general. I had that feeling, and honestly, you just need to do it. You need to make mistakes. You need to do these things, and it will eventually work. That is how it works. So, if you do this for like a month, I'm telling you, this is actually going to work. So anyway, looking forward to see what you build, and yeah, peace. I'm going to make this resource guide available to you, so you know you follow all this step as usual. So don't worry about it. So yeah, we're going to see you later, right? All right. Have a nice day.